Hi, everybody, and welcome to today's lesson. We are going live, but also it should be recorded as well. So you can watch live, of course, but of course, you can also access this content recorded on the YouTube page as well. Like every other day, we're going to continue with the expressions and idioms that we use in English on a daily basis. In front of me, I have a list dedicated to all the expressions we use from A to Z. And yesterday, we stopped with the expression to learn the ropes. That expression means to learn the trade, to learn the way to do something before you take control and before you become an important member of the team. So, first, you need to learn the ropes, and that's very well known. And it's used in lots of different situations, typically in work when a person is training or an apprenticeship. Before you start the job, you are learning the ropes. Next, we continue with the letter L, and the word I see in front of me is a lemon. So sometimes in English, we can say a person is a lemon, and this means a person is foolish, a person is silly, a person is idiotic, or a person is stupid in a sense. So we can say this person is a lemon. However, the other significance here is when you buy a product and the product is not good, the product has a lot of problems, the product has a lot of difficulties, and there's a lot of faults with the product, you can say this product is a lemon. So that's another way to use this word. Next, we continue with the expression and the letter L. And the expression here is related to money. And the expression is to let me, permit me, allow me see the color of your money. So it's a very long sentence and it's very well known. So let me write it here. Let me see the color of your money. And this basically means I want you to prove, I want you to show that you can afford to buy something. I want you to show the evidence of something. So let me see the color of your money means that I want you to prove that you are able and willing and want to spend this money. So that's a very well known expression in English. And we also might say to put the money on the table. And in relation to money, this is another context, put the money on the table. And this means that you need to show and prove that you are going to spend the money and that you are interested in buying something. So you put your money on the table, stop talking, and show the money. So put the money on the table is very well known. Of course, with money, we have lots of expressions, and we can say maybe money talks. This is probably international when money becomes very influential and very powerful, that money talks. And we might say money is the root of all evil as well. This has a lot of logic or reason in it. Money is the root of all evil, that people become crazy, people behave in ridiculous ways because of motivation for money as well. On the other hand, you can say money makes the world go round. And again, that would be a very, very well known expression in English. Money makes the world go around. And this means that money moves everything, money motivates a lot of things as well. So, as you can imagine, with money, we have many, many different expressions. And we also say, put your money where your mouth is. I will type it here in the chat. I hope you can see the chat. And that's the key part of this lesson. And where your mouth is. So this means stop speaking, stop saying that you will do something, and finally produce the money and pay the money because you are saying that you will do this a lot. So that's a very well known expression, put your money where your mouth is. However, this list is alphabetical in front of me, so I will continue with the letter L. And the next expression continues with the verb to let, which means to permit or to allow. And the expression is to let sleeping dogs lie. This is very, very well known. And the verb is to lie. When you're tired, you lie down. And to let means to permit. So permit your dog to sleep. Do not disturb your dog. It's a bad idea to interrupt and to disturb your dog. Therefore, you should permit and allow your sleeping dog to lie and to be okay. Okay, so let sleeping dogs lie basically means do not disturb the person because you will probably create a whole new category of problems. And in this sense, we have another well known expression, it's to open a can of worms. And this is incredible and very peculiar, really, if you're learning English. The worm is the insect. And if you have a can of worms, that's very strange, of course. But if you open the can of worms, the worms will move and you will create lots of different problems. So it's a metaphor for creating many, many different problems in English. With the word worm, we have another phrase, and it is the early bird catches the worm. And this means that the person who is awake, sorry, the bird who is awake and the bird who is hunting early will catch the food and will get the best food. So this is a metaphor for people who start work early, generally have more success in finding contracts, in finding the work. So that's a very well-known expression, the early bird catches the worm. Also, in a restaurant, you can have an early bird offer, and this means it's a special offer for people who come to the restaurant at a particular time and they get a discount and a special offer, in that case, the early bird offer in the cinema, in the theatre, or in the restaurant as well. Good. So again, that's the second expression with the verb to let. The first one was let me see the color of your money. The second one is let sleeping dogs lie. And the final expression, sorry, the second last expression with let is to let something slip through your fingers. So let me write this as well because it's quite long. To let something like an opportunity slip through your fingers. And let me explain this a little bit better because it's quite a long sentence. And basically, it means hold what you have. If you have an opportunity, keep the opportunity, hold the opportunity. Don't permit, don't allow the opportunity to slip through your fingers and you lose the opportunity, you lose the chance. So to let something slip through your fingers means to lose the opportunity. It could be anything. It could be any opportunity. It slipped through your fingers or it fell through the cracks. There's another well-known expression. So if you have a crack in your structure and something falls through the cracks, it's considered you lose it when you want to keep it. And also we say slip through the net. There's another very famous expression in relation to fishing. When you go fishing, you have your net, and your net is functioned to control and capture all your fish. But if the fish escapes through the net, you will lose the fish, and that's not what you want to do. So we use these expressions very, very frequently when you lose something that you really want to keep. And that's a very well-known expression, to let slip through the net, fall through the cracks, and to let slip through your fingers. Also, to let slip is the same as revealing a secret. So if you try to maintain the gossip, maintain the secret, and not tell anybody the private information, maybe you will let it slip. You will allow it be released and you will tell somebody your story or the gossip. So you let the information slip. And in the same context, the next expression on the list is very much connected. We say to let the cat out of the bag, and this is also to reveal the secret. So to let the cat out of the bag means that you are revealing the private information. Maybe there is a secret party or a secret wedding or a secret invitation. And if you let the cat out of the bag, this means that you are showing and telling people the private information and the secret. So that's very well known that you are letting the cat out of the bag. Okay, so in the letter L, we move to the next verb, and the next verb is to lick. And the most famous verb with lick is in relation to your wounds. If you have a wound or some damage on your body, you need to lick your wounds. And this means that you need to repair and fix your damage, repair and fix your body. And typically the animal, if the animal has a cut or damage or a wound, the animal will lick the wound and try to repair and try to heal the wound. So that's very, very well known, to lick your wounds when you need to recover and you need to regroup and assess the situation again. In relation to the verb to lick, I think that is the most common. Yes, we have a couple of negative expressions in relation to the verb to lick, and that could be in relation to the job, when you have a person trying to win influence from a manager, the person is trying to gain special treatment. This person in school or in your office could be known as a lick, because they're trying to really influence and persuade the manager to like them and to manipulate them a little bit. Okay. Informally, we could say to lick someone in sport is to beat someone. This is very, very slang, very informal, but it is well known. If you, for example, if this football team lick the other football team, that's very slang, and it means that they defeat and they beat them very, very much. Okay, but in the other context, to lick your wounds, that's very famous as well. Next, we continue with the letter L, and the word we speak about is lightning. So lightning is the weather from the sky, and this is important. So when you have lightning, it's obviously very fast and very dramatic vision. And for this reason, it's an adjective. When a person is very fast, we say he is lightning fast. And this means the person is incredibly fast, super fast, and you cannot see the person because he is lightning fast or lightning quick. Okay, again, we can say fast as lightning, and this means you're completely fast as well. And lightning speed. So there's lots of different ways to say somebody is super fast, like lightning. And for example, the tickets for the tournament, the tickets for the concert are gone like lightning. And you can say the tickets are sold like hotcakes. So a hot cake is some dessert and some food that is typically very popular, but typically people take it, therefore they are not available anymore. So they're gone like hotcakes, or they sell like hotcakes as well. So that would be very well known in English too, in the same type of sense. Now we move to the verb and the adjective and the noun light. Okay, so we might say light at the end of the tunnel. If you are traveling and you are in a difficult situation like a tunnel, and eventually it's always very dark, but eventually you see a little light. This means it's a bit of hope. So the pandemic was very dark, the pandemic was very long with no hope, and therefore there is an expression, the light at the end of the tunnel, and this means it is the final hope and the final opportunity to see something. You are emerging from the problem, you are coming out of the problem, you are leaving the problem. So there's light at the end of the tunnel. We might also say lights, camera, action, and this means that something is going to start, like in the movie or the theater. If you are preparing the scene in the movie, we say lights, camera, action, and this means that things are going to start and you are ready to perform. Lights, camera, action, and you are ready to start. The instruction from the parents might be lights out, and this means it's time to go to bed, it's time to sleep, lights out. In fact, maybe aggressively in slang English, you can say to knock someone's lights out, and this means you want to have an argument or to have a physical fight with this person because you're very angry and frustrated as well, to knock someone's lights out, perhaps. Alternatively, in the morning, we say lights on, and we also say the verb to light up. But the light up maybe is connected to a cigarette. So if you want to smoke a cigarette, you need to light up your cigarette, and this means to take your smoke of cigarette and to find the flame and the fire for the cigarette to light up. Okay. If a person is very light in terms of the weight, we can say light as a feather. This means the weight of the person is very, very light, the opposites to very, very heavy. And in boxing, you can say a lightweight or a featherweight. And this is the person who has the category in terms of the weight of their body. So a lightweight is known as a category of boxer that is very slim and is not carrying a lot of weight as well. However, in relation to drinking alcohol or socializing, if a person is considered a lightweight, this means the person cannot drink a lot of alcohol. They cannot tolerate a lot of alcohol because they become very drunk very, very quickly. So this person is considered a lightweight. We might also see here, this expression in the text is very, very famous in relation to lights. We say the lights are on, but nobody is home. And this is very funny because when you look at a house on the street and you see the lights are on in the house, you immediately think somebody is at home, somebody is in the house. However, if the lights are on and nobody's at home, it's false. It's like it's vacant the appearance is very active, but there's nothing happening. And this is a metaphor for a person. If you take me, for example, I'm awake, I'm moving, so the lights are on, but maybe nothing is happening in my thoughts. So I'm maybe empty head. So the lights are on, but nobody's home. So this means I'm awake, I'm energetic, I'm moving, I'm alive, but I'm not really thinking and nothing is happening here. So that means the lights are on, but nobody's home, in terms of a person being a little bit silly or foolish or not thinking very, very well. Okay, that is the verb with lights. Next, we look at an interesting expression, which is with the word like, with similarity. You are like him, he is like her, etc., etc. But if you are like clockwork, this means that you are almost very robotic, you are very punctual, you are very precise with the time, you are like clockwork. And that's a very well-known expression, that you are very accurate with the time, you are very precise with the time, and you are always very punctual. You are like clockwork. So today's lesson will be very short. I think I'm going to do a couple more, but that's the plan, every day at 3 o'clock, to give you a little taste of some expressions and some idioms. This is a test to see if YouTube is beneficial. YouTube Live is very good, but I probably must promote this a little bit more. So little by little, I'm trying to grow online a little better. As you might know, recently I've got connected better to the internet, and this has given me the ability to stream a lot more. In fact, today I'm using a different connection for the future and testing it, so hopefully it seems fine as well. And that is my plan, to use the social media and to use all the channels to try and promote my work a lot. If you are interested, in the mornings at 8 o'clock or 8:15 on Facebook Live, currently I am giving grammar lessons related to different topics every day, from using the British Council grammar website and also the Cambridge Dictionary grammar website, which are both excellent sources. So they are the two websites which are available public, that I'm using as material to try and encourage you and help you on your way with English as well. So also on TikTok at 10 o'clock during the days, I'm on TikTok live and trying to give some lessons on TikTok too. So hopefully you can find a lot of material, and my plan is also to grow on Instagram as well. So this lesson is focused on expressions, typically at 3 o'clock every day, and today is going to be shorter than the previous days, but that's fine. And I'm just kind of using it as an experiment as well, to see how I will progress and attract viewers on YouTube. Okay, so the last one is very well known as well, and the full expression is like there's no tomorrow. And this means that you will do something as if tomorrow is not going to come. So you are training like there's no tomorrow. So you're training as if today is your very last opportunity, your last day to train. You are doing something like there's no tomorrow. So this means you are very desperate, and you think this is your last opportunity or your last chance to do something. And that's very well known. Okay, so that's it. Um, Again, thank you for watching recorded. If you are, thank you for following the YouTube page. You can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and all the social media. And as I said, I have a Facebook Live public lesson every morning at 8:15 for people who are interested in learning grammar with me. That could be very valuable and very useful for you or for your friends as well. So if you know anybody who wants to join from your group who is interested in learning English little by little, you can put them in the direction of the Facebook page as well. Brilliant. So thank you so much for your time and your attention. I hope you have a very good day, and enjoy your Thursday, and keep in touch. If you have a comment, please let me know. Thank you so much, and have a great day, and talk to you soon. Bye bye.